So if you think that you are too late to grow any food, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So like I said in the opening, if you didn't get your garden in the springtime, that doesn't mean that you still can't grow food for you and your family. You're gonna have to pick out seeds. First of all, you're gonna have to figure out what your growing season is. So your last frost rate, or your first frost date, is going to be when that's gonna be. And if you've got even 60 days left before your frost date comes in October or November or December, whenever that is for you, pick seeds that say that they're going to mature between 50 and 60 days. Now, I have approximately 70 days left. So I'm going to be planting cole crops today. Things like rutabaga, cucumbers, I can do that. There's a variety here that I have that grows in 50 days, matures in 50 days. I'm also going to be doing some lettuces and what else? I'm just looking at my packages here. Yeah, cucumbers, lettuce, things like that. So your root crops, you can totally plant those things, as well as like radishes. If you're somebody who likes radishes, I started another set of radishes a couple weeks ago, and look at them, they're almost ready to harvest. These grow in 20 days, so that's amazing. So I can continuously keep sowing seeds of radishes up until 20 days before my frost date. So that's amazing, and you can do that too. Some people call this their fall crop. Sure, we can call it the fall crop because that's when you're going to be harvesting. But a lot of the foods that we eat anyway are things that are root type vegetables. So if you can get yourself an area, no matter where you live, if you've got a little area that you could put planters, the boxes, somewhere, either in a windowsill or out on a deck or a porch, wherever, or just outside, if you've got a small area, make that area specifically for your next crop. And you're going to be able to eat from that in the next 60 to 70 days. How awesome is that? Now for me, this year I grew a lot of different things that I've never grown before. This here in front of me is eggplant. I have had this in the ground since, May. And I'm finally getting like flowers and things like that. So I don't know if I'm going to get eggplant, but if I am, it needs to come in the next 60 days. Also, I'm going to plant another set of cabbage. I will be doing cabbage, but this is cauliflower. So as you can see, I have already harvested quite a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And they were huge, as big as my head. So I processed them already, and I chopped them up in rice form and blanched them a little bit and got them in the freezer. So there's a few that are still in here that I'm just waiting on to either get a little bigger. These are really, really healthy ones because things are a little cooler lately. There we go, that's a nice looking one. Things are getting cooler, so things like root crops, cabbages, cauliflower, broccoli, your peas, your carrots, radishes, like I said, certain cucumber varieties, and right now seeds are so cheap, and now would be the time to grab those seeds even for next year. Now, one thing that I myself am learning about growing bell peppers is they like the sun, but the heat really stunts their growth. So these are now really starting to pick up after, here it is August, the middle of August, and they're just kind of sprucing up here and giving me some decent looking leaves and things. And I have harvested some of the green, I was going to say green peppers. They pretty much are. They're just not big, you know, maybe the size of my palm, and that's not very, very big. But now I'm starting to get new leaves, new flowers. So I got a feeling that this particular variety of pepper is going to be very abundant in the next couple weeks, and I'm excited about that. Beside the peppers, I had my peas. Now, as you can see, I left them on there to dry up so that I can save those seeds for next year. And so I'm going to pull these out, and that's where I'm going to put the new cucumber seeds. I've got 2 sections, so where the peas were, so that's where I'm going to put the cucumbers. So I've got 2 3/4 boxes that are empty. There's nothing in these. So I'm going to put some different varieties of lettuces. I've got some here that are maturity date is 45 to 55 days or 50 days, things like that. So I'm going to sow those seeds in these boxes. That's Swiss chard that's growing right there. So I think the lettuces I'm going to put all in here. So I just noticed that some of the peas have kind of given me some new growth, as well as some new flowers and new peas coming in. So there's going to be a few of them, it looks like, that I'm going to keep here. I'm not going to disturb them. But the ones that are completely dried up, those are the ones that I'm going to take out. Okay, so this one's all dried up. Okay, so this one's all ripped out. I've got 3 plants that are giving me new growth. I'm going to leave them because they are a coal crop. So I'm going to leave that and see what else I get for peas. Okay. Now I'll do the same for this box. Okay, I've got both boxes with cucumbers put in. Now I'm going to work on my lettuces in this box. Just going to clean it up a little bit, get some of these weeds out, which isn't very much. And this one's definitely got more. My lettuces will go here, as well as I think I'm going to put a row of spinach on the end. Yeah, I'm going to do spinach there. So lettuces in the middle, different varieties. I've got, let me see. Okay, I've got the butter crunch. I've got the red salad bowl, it says here. So that one is in 50 days. And then this one says prize head. And that's 45 to 55 days. One thing that I have to admit that I was very perturbed about was the persistence of my husband to lay down the wood chips in between the boxes from the tree that we cut down. And I said, no, we can't do that. I put brand new, very expensive landscaping fabric on the bottom. And I said, this landscaping fabric is what's going to fight back the weeds. As soon as you put wood chips down, you're going to get growth. As you can see, we've got growth. So next spring, if not, or fall, when everything is done, I'm really contemplating on scraping all this out. It's going to be a huge job, I know. I can't burn it, and that was what he suggested, was to burn it. But if I burn it, now I'm wrecking the landscaping fabric that's underneath. So it's either we rip this out or I buy new cloth. More than likely I'm going to have to buy new cloth and put it on top of it. Somehow get him to apologize and admit that he was wrong. But doesn't this Swiss chard look beautiful? It doesn't get big. This one, I can't remember the variety that it's called, but it's really tender, and I find that it's similar to baby spinach, but very, very tasty on my salads. Loosen up the soil. Okay. Some of these rocks. All right, I'm just making a little hollow here. I'm going to put the brown lettuce here. I'm also going to sow these quite heavily. And lightly cover them. Okay, this second row I'm going to do the butter crunch, I believe it's called. These seeds are a little bit bigger. Because this one kind of grows in a circular form, I'm going to space these up a bit. Okay, that one's in. Now the next one I'm going to do is the lettuce prize head. This is a loose leaf lettuce. So I will sow this heavily. Okay, I decided to do 2 rows of that one. And then this section here, the end, will be my spinach. Isn't that beautiful? These are scarlet runner beans, but they have this beautiful little red blossom. And I get to walk under it. And I'll bring you along with me. Isn't that pretty? Get my little horse dream catcher. But look at the size of these babies. I gotta pick a few of them, but they're amazing and they are so sweet and juicy. Absolutely love them. I had to come into the greenhouse to get the spinach, but this one here is a big Ruffles hybrid spinach. And it says that it's going to be mature in 44 days. So we'll go back and get these planted. So this morning when I was coming down to let them out of their chicken tractor and feed them, one of the turkeys was actually, well, not one of the turkeys, the male turkey was trying to mate with one of the meat birds. So I had to take her away from him. And unfortunately she was hurt. And so I put her in our seating area just to give her time to recuperate. But what I also didn't realize is that she's got a crooked beak, if you can see. But I did not know that. But I was trying to help her out. He's got a female with him, so I'm not quite sure. But anyway, the male is the one that's walking away. So I had the spinach in my little grow tower here, and it bolted in the spring. As soon as it started getting hot, it totally bolted, and I didn't get to it on time. Now it's starting to come up again. I think I'm going to, because that one was, let me see here, sorry, was the big Ruffles hybrid. And this one here I think is just going to be too big for this container. I'm not sure, but I do. Well, that sucked. My battery died on the camera while I was getting ready to start planting my cauliflower. Sorry about that, guys. So, first day outside with Mama, and they did great. How's it going, guys? We're going to bring him back inside, though. Can't leave him here. It's not all that safe for any predators. But it looks like they had an awesome day. Are you wondering who these guys are? So what do you think, Mama? Go back in the house? You look tired. See? Every mama, whether you're in the animal world or human world, got bags under her eyes. Look. So Joe went after work to the hardware store to pick up a few more bags of concrete so we can do more of these concrete inserts, the posts or whatever. You'll see. One sec. That was horrible explanation. These things.
That's okay. With all my rock in there, should be fine. Am I gonna have enough concrete?
What is it, 1 bag per post?
Huh? No, about 3 bags.
Per one of these?
Yeah.
3 bags of concrete?
Yeah.
Everybody meet Fred and Wilma. Joe's idea to name them Fred and Wilma. Living their best life. See, the chicken that you eat at the stores do not live like that. They don't even see the light of day. They're kicked around, thousands in one building, dark building that is. That's why I also feel good that when it does come time to processing them, I gave them a good life, just like we know the circle of life. One life dies so one can live. Living the life, eh? Look how beautiful this sunflower is. Look at the colors. So pretty. So our last video we were processing some chickens, so we're gonna have to be doing some more of them tomorrow. So we're probably gonna do about half tomorrow, so that'll make for a busy morning. And then hopefully we can do some more on the pole barn. This is the brook behind our property. I remember swimming in this as a kid. I used to fish, get some brook trout. I love the sound of water. So I'll let you listen to that for a second. Isn't that awesome? So peaceful. I'm following the deer path, literally, to get out of here. They got a couple paths here. So it's time to put the chickens away for the night. So we're gonna get doing that, and then we'll see you tomorrow morning. Well, good morning, everyone. It is 8 a.m. We are starting a little late this morning. I slept in. I guess we're allowed to do that once in a while, I think. My body obviously needed it. Going down this very wet, slippery hill. I have to go very careful or I'm down on my butt. Anyway, but Joe was up a little bit earlier than I was, so he got things rolling. And we got everything all situated, I believe. Yep, perfect. It's good we don't have to, or I don't have to do anything except for put my apron on by the looks of it. It's a really nice morning today. Clear skies. Okay, I got this apron from farmer's market, but it turned out it was a kid's size. But because it was plastic, I took it anyway for this type of thing. Get my electrolytes. We're gonna get this ball rolling. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Gonna check this temperature. Sorry, it was making noise. So I guess due to last week's video that I posted doing the exact same thing, there really isn't a point in repeating that. But we're gonna be basically just processing about 15, maybe even 20 birds today. They're all growing in different rates, I guess. That's the word I'm looking for. There's some that still look to be only about 4 weeks, and there's some that look maybe 6 weeks, but this has not gone, or they haven't grown any more than 5 pounds. Now last year when we bred, and this is from a different hatchery, and the hatchery that we usually get them from couldn't deliver our order. Something was going on, and of course COVID messing everything up. But anyway, last year our chickens were at 11 weeks old, and they were between 10 and 12 pounds. So basically a pound a week is what we figured that out to be. So last week when we processed the chickens, we were averaging mostly 4-pounders. We got a couple 5-pounders, but Joe's coming down with the ATV. Anyway, they were mostly 4-pounders and a few 5-pounders, like I said. And that's disappointing because the feed, we've done 200 for these chickens. Okay. Sorry. And even though they're on grass and eating that doesn't, the ratio of the money ratio doesn't add up there, if you know what I mean, per pound. That's not good, I guess, put it that way. So my tripod is not holding the camera up very well. It keeps sliding down. But anyway, what I could do, I guess, I haven't shown, was how to really, I guess, process the chicken after it's been, plucked and all that stuff. So, or I could do it from the plucking stage and then show you how I clean out the chicken. Yeah, let's do that. Okay guys, we had to take this one, which we didn't know, out of its misery real quick because it had a broken leg. That happened because the turkey was trying to get on top of it to mate with it and hurt it yesterday. Okay, so what I just did was I removed the feet. Okay, so it looks just like a normal chicken you buy at the store, right? And I'm just checking for missed feathers. Now, if you scald it too much, which is this is what's happened, the skin will come apart. So our scalder was a little too high. Oh, what I'm gonna do is we're going to, if anybody doesn't like this part, now would be the time to fast forward. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, right now, nothing's gonna, like no blood or anything like that. There's no blood. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the skin from the neck, just to make an opening around the neck, and this is the trachea. Okay, and then there is a part that the chicken has, just lost the name of it. Anyway, it's a sac that's attached to the breast, right? You take that off, but there's also a tube that goes to it, which is right here. Okay, so these two tubes, so you get them separated. Whoops. And they can be slippery. Then you're going to turn the chicken around, face it upwards, and there's the tail here, and there's an oil gland, an oil duct. So you're going to, about a ½ an inch from that, you're going to cut it there. Okay, so this is the anal part, and you're going to let gravity be your friend right now, and you're going to hold it like so. Now you're going to flip it over, and you're going to take the skin between the chest bone and the anal, the vent, I guess would be the better word, and you're going to do a little slice, and you're going to open it up. Now again, see, there's still no blood. Okay, people think that this is a bloody mess. So anyway, you do that, and now you're going to start releasing the organs from the chest bone, and all it is just a motion like this inside, just to release everything from the chest bone. Now I'm going to finish that cut off, but I'm making sure I don't cut any of the intestines or the vent, anything like that. Okay, I gotta do it on this side, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Joe to sharpen my knife. Okay, now it's just, like I said, releasing the organs as far up as I can to get to those two the crop, that's what it is, the crop and the trachea. Okay, I can't reach, so he's a small bird, and it's just going to be there. So the trachea, all that came out at the same time. Now you finish the cut off the legs, off the vent. Okay, so she's all nice and clean, and we will put the chicken in. Ouch, I got bit in the butt by a horsefly. Okay, we got the ice water here, and that's where it's going to go to cool off. And when we're done, I'll be back. Well, there we go. We're all done. 15 birds. So we've had a pretty good day. It's only been a couple hours, and That was awesome. Everything just ran smoothly, no hiccups anywhere, nothing. So that was awesome. What?
I'll take these ones, you take the rest.
Yeah, right. As you can see, he got some more pallets for the barn build. This is awesome. So Joe and I figured out so far with the chickens this morning, it only took us 2 hours to do those 15 that we did, which has been our fastest time yet. And I told him, I said, yeah, the more we do this, the quicker we're going to be. But anyway, I figured out we've got a total of, between the 2 weeks that we've been processing, we did, I believe it was 13 birds last week, 15 this week. So 28 birds. Anyway, we got, hold your hat, 119 pounds of chicken meat. And the going rate right now for, and I'm basing it on actual pasture raised, not just grass fed, because that's the buzzword, is grass fed. But you want pasture raised chickens who have the run of the pasture and who can eat bugs and worms and, yes, grass too, whatever. But anyway, $4.75 per pound. So if you multiply that by the 119 pounds, basically 120 pounds, you're looking at over $568 it would have cost me to buy that at a store. Now I'm taking into consideration the feed, $200 worth of feed, and it's been 8 weeks. So that's out of the 500, take the 200, there's still over a $350 savings, $360 savings just from raising your own chickens. And you know what they ate, you know the kind of life they had. It's just really rewarding. And I praise God every time that we get a chance to do this and thank Him for the life given so that we can eat. And yeah, it's a hot afternoon. Wow, I can't believe how much the heat picked up. It's really more kind of muggy than anything, but just, again, still clear skies, and it's a beautiful day out. I hope it's awesome where you're at. So we cleaned up after we did that, and only to get dirty again and sweaty. Joe's going to now, how many posts are you doing? A total of 16, yeah, but
This one.
you're just doing that one?
Yeah, because this one has to be up here. We got to set it right, and then the other one's going between.
And you say it's like 8 inches higher than the rest of them?
Something like that, yep.
Anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing now. But I'm going to end the video for now, and going to thank you for taking the time to watch our videos. It's our pleasure to do them. I really enjoy sharing our journey along with you, and I hope you enjoy watching the journey. And I really kind of hope more so that it inspires you to do the same. We're new at this too, and if I always say if I can do it, you can do it. I just put my wishful thoughts into action. So, or, you know, I was wondering, could I really do this? And I thought, you know, that I needed a bunch of land and all that stuff. We're just shy of three acres. We're about 2.68 acres or something like that. And I was thinking, can I really run a homestead on that? And from what we've been doing so far in the last few years, I think we're doing pretty darn good with what we do have. If God wants us to have more, He'll open up the door for that opportunity. But in the meantime, we're going to make do with what we have and work with what we've got. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you part of this journey with us, sharing your thoughts and your opinions, and you know, share what you guys do too. If you're also raising your own meat or growing your own food, I want to hear all about it too. So make sure that you comment below and tell me all about it. Okay, so we'll see you in the next video. Take care and God bless. Bye for now.